For centuries, the Galactic Council believed humanity was extinct. They erased our history, deleted our records, and replaced us with myths. But they were wrong. We didn't die. We evolved. And now, we've returned.
The Galactic Council chamber gleamed like a cathedral of stars, columns of living crystal pulsing with every word. Around the circular arena, beings older than Earth's mountains floated, slithered, or shimmered, observing in impatient silence. Today's session was supposed to be routine: budget allocations, border disputes, manufactured peace, but the speaker's tendrils trembled. A message had been intercepted, a transmission no one expected to see again. Origin, Sol system. Sender, unknown. Encryption, human. Gasps rippled across the chamber. Humanity was supposed to be gone. Begin the broadcast, the speaker ordered. The chamber darkened. The hollow screen flickered with static. At first only stars appeared, silent and harmless. Then everything went black. Something enormous was blocking the light. A ship. No, an entire wall of ships. Matte black hulls with no visible engines, no markings, no diplomatic lights, silent as tombstones. The transmission sharpened. A human stood on the command deck. No armor, no insignia, just a face. A face the galaxy had written off long ago. His voice was steady, controlled, almost calm. To the Galactic Council, "You ignored us when we were dying. You classified us as irrelevant. You left us behind." His eyes hardened. "We are done being ignored." Weapons powered on in perfect synchronization, like an orchestra preparing to play. One alien delegate whispered, "They were supposed to be gone." But the feed continued. "We survived without you. We evolved without you. And now we have returned, not as refugees, but as the consequence of your apathy." Humanity was not asking. Humanity was announcing.
Before the fall, humanity believed it was alone. When they finally detected alien life, they expected miracles, cures, unity, enlightenment. But the Galactic Council analyzed Earth like a spreadsheet. Population instability, war frequency, self-destructive tendencies, low technological maturity. The conclusion was simple: not worth intervention. Let them collapse. The files marked humanity as Category C, unsuitable for integration. Projected outcome: extinction within 300 years. And then Earth fell. Wars sparked, nations shattered, the atmosphere burned. The Council didn't send aid, they sent observers to watch. The last survivors fled into orbit in patched-up ships, held together by faith and desperation. That should have been the end, but desperation is the birthplace of innovation. Human engineers tore apart alien wreckage and reverse-engineered technology at speeds the Council scientists said were impossible. Not decades, years. The refugees became pioneers. Their weapons, knowledge. Their fuel, spite. The galaxy had written their epitaph too early. Humanity didn't rise again because they had help. They rose because they had nothing left to lose. And nothing is more dangerous than a species that already died once. The hidden colony of Arc Horizon was built inside the bones of a shattered moon. No star maps, no trade routes, no transmissions. Just silence and steel. For 72 years, humanity stayed hidden, until a Council patrol ship wandered too close. The humans didn't panic. They watched, they listened, and then they opened a channel. A young officer from the patrol ship stuttered as the signal came through. Unidentified vessel. State your—" A human voice interrupted, smooth, controlled, terrifyingly calm. "State your allegiance." "We are agents of the Galactic Council." "Not anymore." A tractor field snapped the alien ship motionless. The officer's eyes widened as human troops in black grab armor teleported aboard. No insignias, no flags. Just the symbol burned into their armor. A human skull crowned with a star. The boarding was silent, efficient, surgical. The Council ship was captured in 16 seconds. The surviving alien officers were brought before the human commander. "You were supposed to be extinct." The commander leaned in. "You were supposed to be ignored." He handed the alien a data ad. It contained a single sentence. "You will deliver this message to your leaders. We are done being silent." That day, the Council didn't just learn the humans survived. They learned the humans were preparing for war.
For centuries, the Council believed that building FTL dreadnoughts required billions of credits, specialized reactors, and generational resources. Humanity built theirs in secret.
fueled by ingenuity and rage. The first prototype was named Vengeance-class Dreadnought 01, but the engineers called it something else, the Apology, because they knew someday the galaxy would ask for one, and they would not give it. Inside the shipyards, thousands of workers labored in silence, wearing old Earth flags like relics. There were no nations anymore, only humanity. Every weapon was designed for overkill: energy lances that could pierce a planet's mantle, rail guns that fired at 1% of light speed, star drills that could tear open jump gates. The ships weren't built for deterrence, they were built for revenge. And the most terrifying part, none of it used alien technology anymore. Humanity had surpassed the Council. They reverse-engineered, improved, iterated, and then evolved. They became something the galaxy never planned for. "We are not the weakest species," the fleet admiral declared. The Council gathered again, this time not for debate, for fear. Every major star system was reporting the same thing: human ships appearing without signatures, Council fleets vanishing, silenced colonies. Then a new broadcast appeared, this time not intercepted. It was sent to everyone. The human leader stood before the galaxy again, not with threats, not with demands, with a statement. "We do not seek conquest, but we will not be prey again." The Council speaker rose from his cradle of light. "You dare threaten the order of the galaxy?" The human responded, "No, we dare change it." Behind him, every ship in the fleet activated its engines simultaneously. The screen shook. It wasn't a declaration of war. It was a demonstration. The humans opened a jump gate, not through space, but through a star. Every physicist in the galaxy screamed, a process thought impossible, a weapon disguised as a miracle. Every species understood it immediately. Humanity was no longer a surviving species. It was now a superpower. The Council mobilized its largest fleet, 5,000 ships. They expected humans to retreat. Instead, the human fleet advanced. The battle in the Omega Rift became legend. Council ships fired first. Human ships didn't dodge. They absorbed the fire with gravitational shields, technology no one had ever seen. Then they fired once. One volley. 3,000 Council ships erased in silence. No explosions, just absence. The remaining alien soldiers were frozen. Their weapons still powered, their orders still flashing, but they couldn't move. Not because of fear, because the humans were already inside their ships. Using teleport tech, the Council said was impossible. The human soldiers didn't taunt, didn't gloat. They simply said, "This war ends when you admit you started it." The Galactic Council Hall had never felt small. It was built to intimidate, columns taller than starships, holographic banners made of light, carved history spanning thousands of years. But today, it shook. Not from weapons, from fear. Every surviving Council species attended. Not a single seat was empty. They wore ceremonial armor, glowing robes, diplomatic crests. And in the center of that ancient hall stood a single human. No armor, no guards, no crown, just a black uniform with a patch that read, Earth. No anthem played, no fanfare, just silence. The Speaker of the Council approached slowly, voice trembling. "You should not exist." The human replied, "We exist because you decided we shouldn't." A ripple of shock went through the room, but the human wasn't angry. Not anymore. He unrolled a document and placed it on the Council table. It wasn't a surrender. It was a treaty. No demands for planets, no tribute, no reparations. Just one clause. Humanity will stand as an equal power in the galaxy. The speaker stared at the paper as if it were a weapon. You could wipe us out. Why offer peace? The human looked around the chamber, at the towering murals of alien victories over defeated species, at the statues of conquerors and emperors. Then he said, "Because we don't want a galaxy that looks like your past. We want one that looks like our future." The speaker's voice cracked. "Then why become a threat?" The human stepped closer. "We tried peace first. You answered with fire. So we responded in the only language you respect.
Silence. Not weakness. Understanding. The speaker, who had once called humanity vermin, bowed and signed. One by one, every alien leader followed. Some with shame, some with hope, some with fear. But they signed. The treaty was sealed with a single phrase etched in the tablet in ancient Earth steel. We will not start wars, but we will always finish them. When the meeting ended, the alien species looked at humanity differently. Not as prey, not as anomaly, but as a force of nature. Because in the end, humanity didn't conquer the galaxy. Humanity forced the galaxy to become better, not through domination, but through survival. And every school, every museum, every holo record centuries later would teach the same truth. The galaxy feared humanity until it finally understood them.